I'm Danielle Douglas. I have a corporate background. I was in sales for over 20 years, starting out at Xerox and then transitioning over to Pfizer. But currently now what I'm doing is that I work with small business owners such as yourself to create and implement strategies, specifically marketing strategies, that will make them more profitable. Because at the end of the day, when you think about what your vision is for your small business, the bottom line is that more often than not, you want a certain quality of life, but most importantly, you want to be profitable so that you can have that quality of life that you anticipated for yourself. So today, without further ado, I'll be speaking to you about marketing on a shoestring budget and the importance of really thinking about, one, how you're going to go about reaching your target market. Now, a lot of times what I find is as I deal with my clients one-on-one, oftentimes they put the cart before the horse. They want sales, but they don't take the time to think about how they're going to market efficiently and effectively to their target market. So before we go any further, I want us to define really what is the difference between marketing and sales. Marketing is the activity that you do to reach your target market, and sales is the result. It's the revenue that you bring in as a result of doing efficient marketing. The other step, which is very important, is that there's a marketing funnel that you really should think about. And the first thing when you think about a marketing funnel is that you have to think about who is your target market. And your target market is the ideal client who's willing to purchase your product or your service. Again, as I deal with small business owners on a one-on-one basis, you'll be extremely surprised how many small business owners go out there, they have a product, they have a service, and they just throw mud against the wall and they expect whoever is interested in that product or service is going to come to them. No, you can't do that. You have to take the time initially to do the research and be clear on who is your ideal client. And from that point, everything you do when you are thinking about your marketing strategy is geared towards that particular target market. The second thing is marketing coverage, okay? And when you're thinking about, one, marketing to that particular ideal client that you have to think about what vehicle is going to give me access to as many of my ideal clients as possible. That's very important. The other piece of that is what vehicles am I going to use? When we talk about your lead generation vehicles, we're talking about, should you utilize radio? Should you utilize a newspaper ad? Should you utilize the internet? What is going to give you access to your ideal client and as many of them as possible? When you do those things correctly, you don't have a choice but to begin to see the sales that you want to see, but more importantly, the profitability that you want to see.